Hey, this is Val Selby, and after over 20 years online, I can track where my mindset has blocked me. If procrastination, imposter syndrome, and a lack of focus have been blocking your biz, then Val Full Volume is here to help you see choices you are making. Get ready to use your expertise to collaborate like a pro as you create the business of your dreams. Now is the time to make changes and live your best life. Let's get to it. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for being here at Val Full Volume. I'm Val, and I just wanted to chat with you today about some verbiage, I guess, some words. I'm trying to think back to words that would be just like, well, for one, I really didn't know what they were, what they meant, kind of thing. And for two, the people that were talking about them, I just assumed, oh, this is so far advanced for me. There's no way I'm ever going to go there. So I want to go with JV right now, because how many do you know what having a JV means? And I don't mean junior varsity or not going sports. I mean a joint venture. For me, for the longest time, I would hear it's a JV opportunity. It's a JV opportunity. And I'd be like, oh, since I don't know what that is, that must be like way out of my comfort zone. So all JV is joint venture, something that you do with somebody else or multiple someone else's. It's a collaboration. It could be as an affiliate. It could be swapping podcasts as guests. It could be, oh gosh, let me go ahead and just be listing. It could be, of course, being in somebody's event. It could be in somebody's summit bundle giveaway. That's a JV opportunity. It could be a blog swap where you are guest posting on each other's blog. It could be swapping freebies. So you advertise somebody's freebie on your email list and they advertise it on their email list. It's anything that you are doing in a collaboration with somebody else, or like I said, multiple someone else's. So that's JV. That's JV. I can't believe how big I blew it up in my head in way back, but in years back. For some reason, just the joint venture thing was just like, oh my gosh, that's only when you have this or that, or when you're making the big bucks, or all of that. It's like, what was wrong with me for having that thought in my head? So I can kind of look back and think, well, maybe part of it was I did know a lot of JV managers. And when you have a JV manager, you've got some success going on. So I think I probably associated it like that part together. Or it's like, okay, you're doing JVs, which means that you need a JV manager, which means that you're making money to bring in these people. And I know that my friends that were JV managers were making good money back in the day when I was first finding out about it. And so there we go. I bet I just rabbit trailed down how it was blown up so big in my head. It was association. It was the people I was hanging out with. Ugh, weird. So that said, it's kind of ironic that I am a JV manager certified, because I just wanted to add that extra on top for what I already was doing by recruiting for people's events and managing their events. Just wanted to add that cherry on top. So it's kind of funny that, yeah, JV for me was just like one of those things where it's just like, what in the world? Oh, I'll never be able to do that. So I'm going to try and come up with other words that might be similar. So if you have words that you have a block up against, hit me up, let me know. I'd love to jump on here and talk about them. If you want to jump on and talk about it with me, I'm more than happy to do that. But there's so many words in our brains, just like do a human freak out. And it's like, what the hell? Like me and meditation. I can call it mind quiets, and my brain is like, oh, yeah, let's do that. As soon as I'm going to meditate, my brain is less like, we got to do all this. We got to think about all this. We've got to do this, that. And it doesn't want to quiet. Like when I say we're going to just have a mind quiet time, okay? It is so crazy what our brains do. There's meditation's one of the big ones, and that's always the one that sticks out for me as giving an example. I know that I have another one too, and I can't think of it, so I must have gotten over it. Awesome. But what words are like trigger words that your brain just wants to instantly say, oh, hell no, we are not doing that? Even words like webinar, you know, kind of what it is, but it's used in so many different ways. And I think there's quite a bit of negative connotation with webinar, the word webinar now, that it kind of feels like, to some of us. I know I'm like thinking of the word right now and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to do a webinar. Is that not a summit presentation? Is that not even just me right now recording a podcast? I mean, it's just a recording. That's what a webinar is. It's a recording. But it feels like, oh, it feels like a little bit of ew. Like, oh, I don't want to do that. It sounds so uptight and it's so not me. It's like, it's a word, brain. Why? You have to put these weird connotations on a word, brain. Stop. So I want to know if there's words that you don't really kind of know exactly what they are. You might have a roundabout idea. I'd love it if you passed on any of those words. I would especially love it if you have words like webinar or meditation, any words that you know are like a trigger word that your brain just says, nope, not doing it. Nope. That's how my brain is for meditation, except for it's like, nope, 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 nope. I would love to hear those words because I really work with clients because I work on myself with it. When a word like gets me feeling and the shoulders are cringy, when a word's making me cringy, then I really like to be like, okay, maybe it's always going to be cringy and that's going to be okay. What else can we find for another word that's the same thing that we can call it? And our brain doesn't do that. Like meditation, it's cringy to me for some reason. I don't even want to figure out why, but mind quiets. When I figured out that all it was quieting my mind and I said, okay, it's a mind quiet. That's okay. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It just doesn't set my brain off in this weird thing. So I'm going to come up with some other words. I want to think of some other words. I know I have another one, a couple that are coming to mind as more cringy. I don't think JV was cringy. I think it's a big word because some people don't know. I didn't know exactly what it was to begin with. So I would love to talk about different terms and what they mean and can usually have multiple meanings. I mean, of course, everything in the English language has multiple meanings. We're so pain in the butt about that. Let's end with, oh God, we've got flies in the house already because it's so cold. So cold. The spring is ending very chilly and wet. Anyways, JV, collaborations. I would love it if you took that word, figure out which word, joint venture, collaboration. Those are the ones I use all the time. So my brain just went, but after that, which word can you embrace and use and put on your list all of the time? Every day, you should be talking to people. You should be talking to people all the time about your business and what you do. And the more that you talk about it, the easier it gets, the more comfortable it gets. I know one of the main issues, especially for those of us online, is the fact that we are not physically talking about our business. We're a lot, if you're not doing videos or lives or podcasts or anything like that, then you are not talking about your business. You're writing about your business a lot. And yes, writing is powerful. I mean, we know journals and to-do lists, the power is in the writing, but voicing things is also powerful. And we should be using everything we've got to bring our internal power out. So talk to people about what you do. Tell people about your business. Just talk about your business. Get that elevator speech out. I do have an elevator speech little mini guide workshop in the Collaborate and Grow membership. But get that out and get used to saying it over and over and over again. How you get better at things is repetition. And the great thing is when you first start doing the elevator pitch, when somebody asks, oh, what do you do? That's the elevator pitch. What do you do? Well, what are you going to tell them when they ask you that? The more you are saying it over and over again, the clearer it gets to you. The clearer the words start forming, and you get a little bit more of, oh, this is what I do. Wait, this popped out of my mouth. Ooh, I like that one even better. It's not going to be perfected immediately, but the more that you say it, the better you will get at it and the more detailed you will get. So it's slimmed down every time you say it. All right. So now I'm starting to scroll. So add collaboration, talking about your business to your to-do list every day. It's a money task. Add it to there. Look for the joint ventures that you can do. Friends, people you don't know yet, go introduce yourself, have a conversation, get out there and get your business known more. You have that extra power to do that. Okay. So I'm going to head out and go write down some more words. I want to figure out some other words that might be cringy and come back and talk to you about them in the upcoming weeks. All right. Later.